Today is our first video on the channel. We are covering the history of New Zealand. The people from New Zealand were the Maori, who originated from the Cook Islands. One group went to New Zealand, another group went to the Chatham Islands, who were the Moriori around 1300 AD. The reason for going to New Zealand, according to tribal narratives, is Kupe, the first human in New Zealand, had some trouble fishing because of an octopus. He chased the octopus all the way to the Cook Strait, where he destroyed it. New Zealand had, and still does have, lots of unique plants and animals, like the moa, which is now extinct, kia, native bats, and the kiwi. Abel Tasman travelled up the Tasman Sea to Indonesia, and along the way spotted New Zealand, and landed at Warraronga Bay. The first day was peaceful, but on the second day they had a fight with the Maori, and the Dutch Captain James Cook's ship, called the Endeavour, landed at Poverty Bay. He was also the first European to map and circumnavigate New Zealand. In the late 18th century, the country was regularly visited by explorers and other sailors, missionaries, traders, and adventurers. In 1840, the Treaty of Waitangi was signed between the British Crown and various Maori chiefs, bringing New Zealand into the British Empire and giving Maori the same rights as British subjects. There was lots of British settlement throughout the rest of the century and into the early part of this next century. Some Maori sold their land, but the land they sold wasn't just theirs, it was also their families, so it didn't really work out. In 1893, New Zealand was the first country to let women have the vote because of Kate Sheppard. After becoming a self-governing dominion of the British Empire in 1907, the country remained an enthusiastic member of the empire, and over 100,000 New Zealanders fought in World War I as part of ANZAC, Australia and New Zealand Army Corps. Their biggest battle was at Gallipoli against the Ottoman Empire. Ernest Rutherford was from New Zealand, and he conducted research that led to the first splitting of the atom in 1917. When World War II broke out in 1939, New Zealanders contributed to the defence of the British Empire. The country contributed some 120,000 troops. Also, Edmund Hillary was the first to get to the top of Mount Everest. Today, New Zealand is a prosperous nation and is the least corrupt, tying with Denmark. Goodbye, and thanks for watching. If you like it, you can subscribe. Bye!